Hi, this is Tim Santoni and welcome to the tip of the day. Today we're talking about the 6 times when it would make sense to conduct a background check. Stay tuned. So there's a lot of times in the course of our business and our lives when it would make sense to conduct a background check, but oftentimes in talking with clients and prospective clients, we find that they wait till after the fact, after the fraud, the embezzlement, the theft, or someone just skipping out on a job and them chasing down the funds. So today we're going to talk about the 6 times when it makes perfect sense to conduct a background check. And there's some obvious ones. The first one is pre-employment or pre-hire. Before you bring someone on as an employee, it makes sense to do a compliant background check with their authorization. Make sure that they're not jeopardizing the safety or integrity of your organization. The second is before you hire a contractor or a vendor. This could be in your house or in your business, but before you bring them on board and give them access to your critical infrastructure, your facilities, your employees, or bring them into your house, make sure you know who you're working with. The third time when it might make sense to conduct a background check is before you sign that letter of intent with a business or a business owner that you're intending on acquiring or purchasing. At least find out before you go through that arduous process and you're signing a letter of intent and potentially an NDA that this is somebody you have the intention and you see the possibility of doing business with. That way down the road you're not in a situation where you have to backtrack and realize you wasted a lot of time and effort working on a deal that just doesn't make sense from a ethical, moral, or business or financial situation. So that's a great time to conduct a background check. After you acquire a company is a great time to conduct pre-employment background checks. This is a triggering event that gives you legal and permissible reason to conduct background checks on employees that were existing employees of the company you're acquiring. And it's better to understand who you're dealing with at that point than waiting down the road to find out that there's some sort of issues in their past that impact your ability to do business or impacts your integrity with your clients. Another time to conduct a background check is before you file a small claims action with small claims court. Before you spend the time looking to determine if someone's going to come to court and potentially repay you for monies owed or for jobs that were left undone, get a sense of who they are. Are they involved in massive litigation in small claims court or civil court? And understand if they have the ability to repay. This will help you to understand the situation and get a better sense of who they are and where they are before you go into small claims court and use that information against them potentially when you get there. The 6th and final trigger that we recommend conducting a background check would be just before or at the onset of litigation. And this could be before you file the case or after. However, you want to get a good sense of who you're dealing with, all parties involved in the litigation, all the defendants, all the plaintiffs. Make sure you have a good sense of who you're dealing with and what you're up against. Do they have the wherewithal to withstand litigation from a financial perspective? Have they been through litigation before? Who are their attorneys? Are they representing themselves? Where do they live? What are they up to? What are they currently doing from a business perspective? And how can you use that information to negotiate and get leverage? The information in the background investigation can provide vital information to get the leverage and evidence and information you need to win your case or get a desired outcome that's more beneficial from a financial or resource perspective. Thanks a lot for tuning in this version of Tip of the Day. If you have any questions, leave them below in the comments and we will definitely connect with you. Thanks.